Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really fun testing some new makeup products from Covergirl. They sent me this adorable package with their new Clean Fresh line, which I have been very excited to try for you. The packaging is just so cute. You guys know I'm a sucker for good packaging, and especially if I can get it at a really good drugstore price. So this is the new line from them. I've seen this already in stores. I believe Target has it, and I've seen it at Walgreens. I'm sure Ulta has it as well. So you can pretty much get this anywhere now. They gave me this handy dandy little sheet. There is 4 new products in the line with some different colors. Oh, also CVS has these too. So everything should be available. And what's really cool about this line is that their spokesperson is Lily Reinhart, which I love her. I'm obsessed with Riverdale. And I actually used to get comments like in the past, maybe when I was skinnier, that I used to look like her. So I don't know, that would always make me smile, and I just have such a love for her. I think she's such a cool person. So I think that is really cool that she is their spokesperson for this line, because I think she's pretty much perfect for it. A little bit about this new line. It's called the Covergirl Clean Fresh, and it's kind of all about like enhancing your natural features. On the card it says, in the land between bare skin and makeup exists our newest must-have collection, Covergirl Clean Fresh. As we know, with most like drugstore products and foundations especially, they do contain most of the time some kind of iffy ingredients in it. They have a pretty long ingredient list. So what's really cool about this line is that it's free of a lot of those kind of harsh products, like free of formaldehydes, phthalates, parabens, sulfates, and talc. So I think that's really cool that they did that. And then I think the foundation is even fragrance free, which is very important as well. So I do want to go ahead and talk about the products a little bit here. They gave me the sheet, and I will be testing them out for you today. I have them all on right now. So first up is the foundation here. So this is called the Clean Fresh Skin Milk Nourishing Foundation. I love the name of that. For some reason it just sounds so enticing. But it says with coconut milk and aloe extract. It is a lightweight, nourishing liquid foundation that gives your skin the moisture boost it craves with a delicate infusion of coconut milk and soothing aloe. You'll experience a glowing, dewy finish that lasts all day long, blurring imperfections and creating a more even skin tone. This is sheer buildable coverage with 14 expertly designed shades to match 99% of skin tones and all undertones. So this is going to be $9.99. They also have in the line, these are the Clean Fresh Tinted Lip Oils, and a little bit about these. These are packed with shine and long-lasting moisture. This tinted lip oil has you covered for comfy all-day wear. So this has good ingredients like coconut and pomegranate oils. Also vitamin E to keep the lips soft, smooth, and conditioned for up to 6 hours. So this has 6 shades in it, and these are $8.99, and the lip oils, I guess, are exclusive to CVS. So I'll go ahead and swatch the shades they have in these. The first one is in Juiced. This one doesn't really show as a color, it just kind of seems clear, so I'm guessing it's just a clear kind of gloss. The next one is called Quench, and this one has a light pink finish. I also have the shade Bad Apple, which is right here. They are getting darker as the time goes on. Then we have Swipe Ripe, which is this one. I should have done this one before that, but this one is Fresh Squeezed. I think this one will be a little bit lighter. Oh, maybe not. This one is like a coral. And then last but not least is Sour Grapes, which is over here. So these are kind of all the lip oils. They'll give you a little bit of a sheer wash of color. They do look a little bit more darker on the lips than on my hand, but they are supposed to be just very natural. And then next product we have here is called the Clean Fresh Cream Blush. These are actually limited edition, so if you want them, I would get them now. These are infused with hyaluronic acid, and they hydrate and plump up cheeks for a fresh, dewy glow. We have 4 high pigment shades, and these are going for $8.99. So let's see. The first one we have is called Sweet Innocence, and it is this pinky kind of metallic. It's not really what I was expecting, like from the packaging. We also have the shade Flushed. This one is a bright coral right there. We also have the shade Butterflies. And then lastly is Ripe and Ready. So here is the 4 cream blushes on top. They're pretty shimmery, I will say that. It would have been nice if they had maybe a couple like matte ones, but that's okay. So the final product in this line is called the Clean Fresh Cooling Glow Stick. And with these are also limited edition, and they are portable shimmer highlighters that instantly cool the skin and leave it looking positively radiant. You could toss this in your pocket or bag and glide it onto cheeks, eyelids, anywhere you need a little extra glow. It has 4 shades and these are $8.99 each. So first up is shade 100 Pink Thrill. And here is a swatch. That would be better for a medium to deeper skin tone. I really do feel like cooling on the hand. The next one I have, this one is called Opal Dreams. This is the one I have on. It's so pretty. This next one is Transparent. This one seemed a little bit like more slippery for some reason. But it is transparent. Like, I don't really see anything, so maybe it's just supposed to kind of cool the skin. I don't know. That's very interesting, but yeah, that one's the transparent one. And then lastly, we have So Guilty. And here is that one swatched. Very gorgeous. So that is swatches of pretty much the entire collection there. I will say when I'm looking at the lip oils, they're looking a little bit like similar to me. Only the berry one at the end seems a little bit darker, but I don't know, the shades look a little bit too similar maybe. Anyways, I'm pretty excited about this launch. I did want to say, since it does claim about having amazing ingredients in the foundations and stuff, I did take a look and it does have some pretty great stuff for dry skin. The only things that I noticed on the back, the concerning things, is that it does have denatured alcohol in the middle of the ingredients, which can be drying if you have dry skin, but luckily it is in the middle and not towards the top, so then it's not like such a big deal, but sometimes it kind of helps your foundation be a little bit more mattifying. And then it also does use coconut oil, which I'm not the biggest fan of coconut oil in my products just because it is very comedogenic, which means it can clog pores, which as long as you're washing your makeup off really good at the end of the night, it shouldn't be an issue. But sometimes if you have acne prone skin, it can cause acne and trigger that. So that's towards the bottom as well, so I'm not too concerned about it, but overall the ingredient list did look really good on this. So anyways, enough with that. Let's go ahead and try these products on. Okay, so going in with the foundation, I did put a little bit of Fenty mattifying primer on my face for this video, just because I always wear primer. But I chose the shade 530 Fair/Light, which I think will work best for me. And I'm really excited to see how this is. Let's go ahead and put it on. So I'm going to be using my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. This is my favorite foundation brush I use with pretty much everything. And we'll put about this much on and just slide this all over the skin. So I'm just going to apply this on each cheek and the forehead and just blend that in. It's definitely fragrance free. I don't smell anything. And the coverage is definitely going to be that light coverage. So definitely a more natural foundation. But we will definitely see if we can build it up, because I do prefer more medium to full, but lately I have been liking somewhat of a lighter coverage and just concealing with a more full coverage concealer. This sinks into the skin very fast. This is the first layer, so as you can see, it is very light coverage. You can still see my red marks coming through, but it doesn't look bad. I like how lightweight it is, and it kind of just sank into the skin, and it's not too dewy. So let's add some more. So I did about, I would say, 2.5 squeezes of the foundation onto my face to get the coverage that I wanted. That might be a lot for some people. I do prefer more coverage just because I have a lot of imperfections on my face. So this is how it is looking. It looks really nice, very natural. It looks a lot like skin. It doesn't really look like I have like a foundation on, if that makes sense. So that's really nice. It's always hard to find those kind of your skin but butter foundations, which I think this one would be very good at. And for the most part, I did cover up the most of my red spots, so I would definitely wear this for like a light makeup day, I would say. but maybe not like a full glam kind of day. But we'll have to see how it looks once I add concealer and everything, and maybe that will just like change the whole vibe. But so far I think it's pretty good. Definitely light to medium coverage. It is buildable, but if you do keep building it up, you're gonna, I feel like, waste a lot of product, because a lot can come out of this little squeezy tube, and I feel like I would go through this fairly quickly, even though it is an ounce of product. So trying not to use too much of that, but so far I do think it looks really nice. I'm gonna put on most of the rest of my makeup, and then we'll try out the cream blush next. So now that I have most of the rest of my makeup on, I'm gonna try out the new cream blush from them, and I'm gonna use the shade Sweet Innocence 330, which is this light pink tone. And I don't use a ton of cream blushes, so I'm super curious how this is gonna go. But I'm just gonna put a little bit on my hand. Oh, this one does have some shimmer to it. And just apply this to the cheeks. I'm going to use a Duo Fiber brush for this. This is just a Sigma one, and try and blend this as best as I can without making it like too pigmented. I'm impressed how fast that dried, and I do feel like it blended in quite nicely. And it was fairly easy to work with, I would say. And the color isn't too dark, which I'm glad. So next I'm going to try out this Cooling Glow Stick in Opal Dreams number 200. Just because this one had kind of a pink undertone to it, so I wanted to try that out and see how it would look with this whole look, since we kind of have a pink theme. So for this, I'm just going to dip my brush on top, and I'm using a Sigma High Cheekbone highlighter brush, which is fairly dense, so I think it'll pick up enough product. And then we'll just place it on the high points. And I'm just going to dab that a little bit so it doesn't take away my foundation. And this to me seems pretty natural. It's nothing that's going to be too intense, but I'm actually really liking the finish of it, just because I feel like it just kind of melts onto the skin and looks just like you're glowing from within, which is always a good thing. I'm actually adding a little bit more and rubbing more, and it's not taking my foundation away, which is great, because that can always be a problem with cream products, that it rubs away your foundation. But it seems to be working really well. It's giving us a really pretty glow. So next I'm going to try out this tinted lip oil. I'm not sure exactly which shade to use, because they all seem like pretty bright inside, but then it's probably going to be very sheer. So I'm trying out number 110 Quench in this, and we'll just see how this applies. Oh yeah, so it's pretty sheer when it goes on. And this one kind of smells like fruity, like juice. But it does feel really nice. It kind of makes the lips feel a little bit more just like hydrated. It kind of got rid of all my lines and wrinkles in my lips. And it does have a little bit of that slip, since it does have that oil base, but it's nothing that's like annoying or gross feeling, if that makes sense. It feels good. So here is the finished look using the new Covergirl Clean Fresh products. So far I think this is really fun. I feel like everything performed pretty good. I think I do want to kind of wear this for a few more hours and kind of see how the foundation holds up. So I think I'll just take my vlog camera with me and do that, and then I'll kind of finish this video with my final thoughts, and so you guys can see how the foundation and everything else held up. Alright guys, it's been 8 hours. I know the lighting has changed and my hair went up. I need to wash my hair tomorrow, so I'm like, I'm just gonna throw this up because it was bothering me. I've had these products on for about 8 hours now, so a full day's worth of wear, and they're pretty good. I will say the foundation was very lightweight at first, but then kind of later throughout the day it was feeling a little bit heavy, which is kind of weird, but I do think that it has held up well on my skin. I have normal, slightly oily skin, and it did get a little bit shiny. I just touched up with powder and then it went away, so this is kind of how it looks. I didn't put more foundation on or anything, and I think it still looks really good. I always look at these lines up here because I have these two wrinkles. to see if it has settled into those or made them look weird, but it actually looks pretty good. So far I think it is really nice. I do like the products. As far as the foundation goes, I do think that one is going to be good for most skin types, but it's definitely, these products are going to be something you want for like a light makeup day. So for me, I'm always like either no makeup or full glam. It's always hard for me to do light makeup. Usually on those days I would rather just not wear anything. So I don't know personally if it'll be something I reach for a ton, but I do want to try to because I do think it's nice. And just to have like the basics, you got your foundation, your cream blush, your lip oil, cream highlight, throw on some mascara and some brow gel, and you have a really easy look. I feel like a lot of people do that these days, just like natural but fresh looking makeup. So I want to try and do that more because I think this foundation applied well. I would say the blush has definitely faded. I can't really tell that my blush is on anymore, but I do like a lighter blush. I just wish it kind of stayed more, but I can still see my highlight though. So the highlight definitely stayed on even after powdering a couple times, so that is good. I like that. I thought those were really nice. Like the cooling effect felt amazing on the skin, so I really love those stick highlighters. I'm just unsure about the blushes. The shades kind of seemed a little bit weird to me. They're very like metallic-y colors. The pink one was okay, but I'm gonna try the other shades and see what I think, but I don't know if I'm like obsessed with them. And then as far as the lip oils go, obviously it has worn off after a couple of hours, which that's just something you'll have to reapply, which is fine. Like usually my lip products never last that long anyway. I did feel like the lip oils were nice on the lips, but I just feel like those colors are way too similar to each other to like justify having more than one. So I would just get one if you're curious about it because they were just so similar. But I do like them that they give just a little bit of a tint to the lips and they felt good. They're not sticky, anything like that, and they're not too oily. So I did like the one that I tried. But yeah, I think my favorite of the collection is definitely the highlighter in the collection. That was so pretty. And then the foundation is probably my second favorite. Those are kind of my thoughts on this collection. You guys will have to let me know if you've tried it out, what your thoughts are, what kind of skin type you have, if it worked for you. But I do think this would be a good one to try if you just want something very light and fresh for an easy everyday look. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys.